Hello and welcome back to my craft room. I've got something completely new to show you today, and it's inside this very pretty turquoise, metallic turquoise blue, doesn't really show up very well on the camera, envelope. So I know what's inside, but it's something that I don't think you'll have seen before because it's completely new. So the lovely Tori from Kooky Kit has been showing how to do these beautiful slow stitched kind of bracelet cuffs. Of course I will link to her below, and what she's done is to put some kits together so that you can, if you haven't already got all the scraps and things to use, you've got everything you need in that little kit. And she asked me if I would try out a kind of prototype for her, so I said yes, I'd love to. How exciting. And it's just arrived. So what I'm going to do is link to Tori's Etsy shop. I don't know if she's got the kits in there quite yet, but keep an eye out because she said they'd be in there very soon. I can't tell you how much they're going to be, but she said they'd be very reasonably priced. So yeah, I'm sure. Oh, I cannot wait to get in there. Before I open it, I'm going to give you a quick peek at Tori's. So here we go. Here's Tori's channel called Kooky Creatures, and it's the same. She has the same name on Etsy as well. Some beautiful things in there. I went and had a quick peek. She's got some lovely stuff in her Etsy shop, and there's little patterns and tutorials and things as well to make other projects. I might have a go at the little owls and skulls pins. Are just gorgeous. Anyway, rambling. These first two videos you can see here are making the cuff. So if I just go on here a minute, I'll leave her on mute. So this is where she started to work on her bracelet cuff and put it together. In this second video, let's just show you, because you can go on, you need to go and check out these videos anyway. I just wanted to, there we go, that's a good look at the kind of the finished bracelet. I think those are gorgeous, and I said to her it would be amazing, you could extend those a little bit and just turn them into like a belly band to put around your planner or your art journal. You tuck your pencil inside. What a fabulous idea. And the way she explains it just makes it all very easy and very doable, and she's just so, yeah, she's so lovely to listen to. So thoroughly recommend checking out her channel. There's just so much inspiration on there. Like me, she does a little bit of everything. She doesn't just do slow stitches, she does lots of arts and other crafts as well. So yeah, loads and loads of ideas on there. So should we go into the parcel? I'm so excited to see what's in here. Got my cup of coffee ready. The postman came, I made a cup of coffee and ran straight upstairs. Okay, I think the gorgeous envelope is a really good start. As always, my camera is making it cooler and more washed out. It's actually more kind of turquoisey than that. Almost matches the stamp, eh? So I'll probably need to get scissors on that. Hang on. I'm excited just to try making one, but and of course, you know, she does say you don't have to go and buy anything specially. She tells you how to do it, you know, with whatever you've got. But it is lovely to have a little kit of little things that someone else has put together for you to use. It's just always fun, isn't it? So let's put that to one side. And we've got another envelope inside. This is like the best kind of pass the parcel. Use the envelopes again, of course. So let's have a look. Oh, how lovely. Look. Now here's a little card. Let me just have a look at this. Slow stitched cuff and bracelet. This is so gorgeous. Let's look at the card. Make myself look at the card first. Lovely card. I think this is one of Tori's art pieces. I recognise this from the Etsy shop. I think you can buy this card as stargazing. There we go, that's better. Lovely. Isn't that beautiful? Hi Andy, thank you so much for agreeing to be my test guinea pig. I hope you enjoyed making it up, and let me know if there are any things I missed. Happy stitching. Tori. Ah, lovely. So shall we have a look what's inside? So she said what kind of colours would I like, and I did say I love that kind of aqua teal kind of colour, and this just looks like a beautiful mixture. There's even the felt you need for the back and everything. so nicely arranged as well. I love her labels. Oh, how lovely. So let's look at this little bit of beautiful fine silk, sequined piece. So delicate, really, really delicate. Lovely piece of ribbon. Some felt. So these are all different weights and textures of fabric, but all in that beautiful colour scheme, all coordinated. Oh, I'm gonna love this. Look at these. Oh, look at that. She may have snipped some of these pieces from bazaar packs, I wonder, possibly. All little bells, and there's the hairband, the elastic hairband in there that you use to make the fastening, and the button. So they're for fastenings, but then you can add the extra buttons for decoration. And the sequins and bells in there. I always love bells. Oh, look at that piece. Oh. So excited. There's loads here. More than enough. I know she did say at one point, let me know if you think I've put the right sort of amount in. I think there's going to be plenty to play with. Now, I didn't realise, probably stupidly, I didn't realise she was going to put the threads in as well. Lovely to have a little bit of metallic. I don't enjoy stitching with metallic, but it's such a lovely effect. It's worth the pain. Beautiful colours. I love all the different weights of that one's. I don't know if the camera will show it. No, not really. It's kind of got this effect where it looks plain, and when you catch the light with it, it's got a lustre to it. Oh, she's even put a needle in. This is a lovely little kit. Very impressed with this. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Oh, look at the bird. I have to make sure I feature him. Whoa. Look at these pieces. Oh, now it's going to take me a while, like patching these together to deciding what I'm going to put where. Now, looking at this off the top of my head, I would say I've got enough to make a couple of bracelets here. God, it's beautiful. Look at that piece. And then this is the felt that you use for the back. So she's put plenty there. No matter how big your wrist is, you've got more than enough there. And actually, now I think I will need to watch her videos to refresh myself. It's not showing what a beautiful green this is. It's a yellower green. My camera always makes things cooler and more washed out. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at all that. So I'm going to just stop the camera in a moment and finish my coffee, watch Tori's video again just to check how to get started, and then I'll come back and show you how I'm going to make a start on this. Okay, I'll see you in a mo. Okay, I've had a quick look at Tori's first video. And it's all, she explains it all really well, shows it all really clearly, very easy to follow. And so I've worked out what I'm going to do. Now, obviously, this is meant to be a bracelet cuff, but and you would cut this to be the right length to go around your wrist, overlap very slightly, and then you'd be able to wear it as a bracelet, which would be lovely. But I've sort of got this idea that I'd love to have it, make it as long as I can possibly make it, which is kind of as long as this piece of fabric will go, and end up using it as a wrap around my journal. Obviously it won't be anything like that wide. As a wrap around my little sketchbook. Just really fancy that idea. I'd see it every day. So I'm going to do that. I'm sure Tori won't mind if I put my own spin on it a little bit. Like she says in her videos, you know, just add. Of course, you know, if you've got one of these kits and you've got something else that would go with it that you want to use, there's no reason why you can't throw in bits and bobs that you've got of your own. I just think I've got plenty fabrics here to make this as long as possible, more than enough to choose from. I will end up with little scraps left over that will get used in other projects as well. So let's get started. It's my lovely scissor keep made by my friend Trina. Got space for 3 different sizes of scissors in. Might as well keep the little snippy ones out as well, actually, because I'm probably going to want them. Sorry for the clattering. I have somebody complaining about that. I'm not going to take the glass mat off now. I'm all sorted. Now I'm just going to first of all just straighten up this this felt piece. Like Tori says, the felt piece, this first felt piece at least, isn't really going to show, so it could be whatever colour you like. But it's lovely that she's coordinated everything. Throw anything away. Might need that in a minute. So that's just sort of straightened up the felt a little bit. And now I'm going to cut it in half lengthways to give me two pieces, one to work into now and one to as the backing to tidy everything up at the end. Tori explains it all properly in her video. Now this is the base fabric that I'll place everything else onto. If you were wrapping it around your wrist, you'd measure this now to just slightly overlap, so I'll do the same thing with this. See, with this sketchbook, once it's out of its little cardboard pocket and I start working in it, it will get fatter and fatter. So this is perfect because it's got the adjustable kind of elastic fastening, so that's just perfect. So what I'm going to do is, I need a bit of space all around, so I'm going to cut that there to just give me a little enough for a turning all around. All very easy going. That's the lovely thing about Tori's projects. They all look beautiful, but she makes them very doable, very accessible. Even if you're a beginner in slow stitching, you won't find them difficult. So then the idea is for this to turn in all around, and then I'll turn over and start placing my other pieces on here. And a lot of this won't even show, just bits of it will show in between. Let's use some clips because that's what Tori uses. These lovely needles I got in a vintage workbox that I bought. Yarners. I think they might be useful for some of my slow stitching. Beautiful. Still nothing wrong with them. Still got their points. They've not rusted. Nice big eyes on them. Yeah, I think they would work. They'd probably work quite well for Kawandi quilting, I think. Put them somewhere safe. Okay, so Tori suggests using clips rather than pins, and I think she's right. They're much easier to deal with. Okay, so I'm going to work all the way around. Just clip this in place. There we go. So I've just clipped that all around. And now I'm just going to just do a quick sort of tacking stitch just to keep that all together so that I can turn it over and start placing my pretties. So we'll do that in a minute. I'll go off camera and listen to a bit of audio, but while I do that, it won't take me long. Right, so that didn't take too long. There's my fabric kind of wrapped around the felt and tacked at the back. It's pretty messy at the back, but it's holding it down securely, and of course there'll be lots more stitching through anyway. It's just to sort of keep it neat while I get started, really. And I've done it so that the stitches don't show at the front. The fun part, or the first fun part, is starting to arrange all these fabrics, and I have got more than enough to play with here. So I'm just going to cut them into pieces and sort of arrange them on here. Most of this is just going to be lost, but it'd be nice if little bits of the gold peek through, won't it? And you don't need to, well, I guess you could if you wanted to, but you don't need to turn the fabrics under. You just leave the raw edges because all the decorative stitching that ends up hiding it anyway. I love this piece, and I need this in two places. So this is going to be a lot of dithering back and forth about which bits I want to put where. So I'm going to go away and do a bit of dithering now and come back and show you what my final decision is. Oh, look at this stuff. It's just so pretty. This could be in much smaller pieces, couldn't it? Make it go a bit further. And I might, with some of the felts, I did think I could like cut a heart shape or something. Might be fun. One of the cuffs that Tori shows, I think the one that she made sort of years ago, had words on it, and I quite fancy embroidering a word into this somewhere. I could even use a piece of this plain here, just embroider a word into it and put that on. So yeah, but that'll be next. The first step is to get all these patches on where I want them. Don't worry about the raw edges, and then I'm just going to do straight running stitch back and forth. That's the first step, and then I'll come back and do another video with the later stages. Okay, I'm going to do the back and forth bit now and stop recording, because I could be an hour playing around with this peel. A very happy hour. Happy hour. Not that kind of happy. Right. I'm getting on pretty well. I think I'm happy with my placement of all these fabrics. I've overlapped some to the point where I've lost them there. Hang on, let's yeah, I might have to readjust that as I go. Cut out a little heart from one of the pieces of felt. I thought that would be cute. I've almost covered the base fabric. I think Tori leaves a bit more of it showing in between, but I just want to use everything. And also beautiful, I wanted to have the little bee showing and the bird. I'm going to cut that piece of ribbon into two, I think, probably. Two little pieces. I've still got all of the little decorative bits. I like that we've got just little pops of yellow. It just lifts that kind of aqua palette, teal and aqua palette. I've still got some little sequins. I've got the bells, and the little pops of yellow will be picked up by the buttons as well. I tried adding just a piece of this felt, but I just wasn't keen. But what I might do is embroider a word into a piece of felt and put that on afterwards, possibly. So my next step is to just do a series of lines of running stitches just to hold all of this down. I'm going to do that off camera and come back and show you that, and then my next video will be moving on to the next step and adding the decorative stitches and taking my thread for a walk, as Tori puts it. I'm really enjoying listening to the audio book that Tori recommended as well. It's a Stephen King one called Fairy Tale. Loving it. So I'm going to have a happy couple of hours stitching this all on now, and yeah, I'm really pretty. I just think that's just gorgeous already. And it's only going to get better. Right, so I think I'm probably going to use this teal colour thread here. Where's the other thread gone? I've lost it. Here it is. There's this lovely variegated one as well, which I will also be using. They both go beautifully, and I definitely want a touch of the metallic. But at the moment, just to stitch these plain pieces on, perhaps I should use the variegated for that. No, I'm going to go with the plain teal. And of course I can always, you know, bring my own threads in it as well if I want to, and any other doodads I want to throw on there. I think there's enough left to do another one, because there's all of this as well. I just would need to put in another piece of felt and plain fabric, but as you can see, I've more or less covered the base fabric anyway, so that could be anything. And the felt doesn't necessarily need to match, because you're not really going to see it. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'll come back once I've done the running stitches on this and just show you at the end of the video. Right, I finished kind of tacking all my pieces on with running stitches back and forth. You can see it on the back. It's a bit of a mess on the back. Won't matter, because it will have the other piece of felt over the back when I'm finished. I'm really pleased with how that's going. I've still got the buttons, and I made a little heart there. I think I might put a word somewhere, but that will probably be a bit later on. Yeah, I'm going to start placing these around as well, but first of all I've got to take my thread for a walk around each of these pieces, around the outlines of all of the pieces. I'm not going to bother filming that, because Tori shows all that anyway, but I love this. I'm really pleased with it, and it's lovely. It's absolutely unique. Nobody else will have one quite like this. Gorgeous colour scheme. Yeah, I'm having a lovely time. Thanks very much, Tori, for letting me try the first kit. I'll leave a link to Tori's YouTube channel and her Etsy shop below this, so I'm sure she'll, if the kits aren't in the Etsy shop yet, I'm sure it won't be very long. Meanwhile, you've got time to watch her video, so you're all ready. Thanks very much for joining me today. Hope you found that interesting or inspiring, and I will see you again really soon. Bye. Oh, that's put me in such a good mood.